Hello, my name is Alina Camilla, and I was acting as Ruth Kimbugwe in Falling Out. Yes, Ruth Kimbugwe, my husband was Wesley Kimbugwe. Should I say is? Well, is Wesley Kimbugwe. So Ruth was not like my last name. I got it when I got married to Wesley Kimbugwe Jr. Yes. Tradition. There is a song called Tradition. So when I say, yeah, but I only say one thing. Tradition plus, now you can't count these ones, plus marriage, guns. Anyway, tradition, yeah. My character, Ruth Kimbugwe, is a lady, I'll call her lady, a lady from a rich family, wealthy family, old money, and she is married to Wesley Kimbugwe Jr. Their marriage is an arranged marriage. The parents, two wealthy families are like, you know what, the money will remain in that circle. Marry these kids off. So whatever their thoughts were. But yes, married to Wesley Kimbugwe, and she has to make this marriage work. Yes, at all costs. That's what she knows. When you get married, you're committed to this thing for life. There is no falling out. Yeah. My personal connection with the character, I'm going to speak another international language. My mother, you know that meme of mother says, is it mother says what? But something on TikTok. What does mommy say? Mommy says what? So in my life, my mom used to say, "Feewa fete tujira." That means in our family, we don't do this, we do this. The connection I have with Ruth Kimbugwe is that in Ruth Kimbugwe's family, they kujilad. there were certain things, traditions that had to be followed. Just like in my family, there are things we don't do and there are things we do. Like my mom would tell you, it is okay if your friends are doing that. You are not from that family. Fewa fete tujira. That was the similarity between me and Ruth. And maybe also because we're all pretty ladies. So yeah. What the heck? What the heck? What is this writer thinking? What? Oh my God. Are you serious? Woo! Fellow actor, co-actor, have you read the script again? Woo wee. What? Yeah, that was my first impression. My impressions were ongoing. Even while we were shooting, I'll be like, what? What? Yes, those were my impressions. Working with Tamale Michael, I have to say, when people see us together, they think we work together a lot. I was shocked because during the thing, I was like, you know what, Tammy, you know what, Michael, this is the first time we're actually doing a project together as co-actors in lead position together, because we've had theater things we do when I'm in the ensemble. He's maybe a lead or a supporting lead, or maybe I'm a lead and he's in the ensemble. So we weren't like working like that. The other memorable moment was there is a scene when things are heated up and we are shouting at each other and everything. So every time they said cut, Michael would come and hug me. So that is like, I think in his head, he's like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I have to shout at you. But he would hug me. It happened like 3 times and I was like, wow. But it was so beautiful. And I really enjoyed working with almost all the people that were on that set. It was such a great family. The director is a perfectionist and he knows what he wants. He really knows what he wants. And if you're going to give him something that it's different, it better be better than what he has. He has a vision. By the time we were shooting, he knew the marketing strategy already. He knew everything. And I think that also helped us because he did pre-production so well. So by the time we were shooting, on the schedule, it will be like, we'll be shooting this for like 1.5 hours and then this scene. And we're doing it in a really short period of time because he had worked with the crew guys to be like, no, they'll be here. And while we're going through this, we'll go through this. Here is the thing in the director's was, because that's his word. He would tell you, here's the thing. Here's the thing. So here's the thing. He did that with the crew, but he did that with us as well. And he would most times just sit there and be like, no, let me just see how you're doing it. Even during the table read, he just sat there. I was like, no, let me just see what you guys are doing with it. I mean, he has his idea, but he wants to see what we are doing with it. And then he was like, here's the thing. What do you think? Here's the thing. Maybe this. It was interesting working with him. It was different. You guys should work with this guy. Amazing. Amazing, I have to say. He was such a great director. Yeah. Yay! Yes, I say yes to arranged marriages. I don't know if this is termed as being lazy, but that means you're not doing the work. You know what? You don't have to do the work. You don't have to feel bad because of your choices. You're like, you know what? These people got me this person because they believe it's going to work. I have to make it work. But you get your person and the person gives you a headache and you're like, you start thinking of your life choices. There you'll think of your parents' life choices. Why did you make such a choice? Anyway, I'm yay on arranged marriages. I know. I mean, people say make your own choice and what, but what's the worst thing that can happen in an arranged marriage apart from it working? Why should people come to watch Falling Out? Anyway, apart from watching me and Michael Tamale, Falling Out is different. It's not your usual boy meets girl. Now the father doesn't want them together. No, father wants them together from the beginning. Father wants them together from the beginning. So we are seeing how to make it work. It's a different story. It's not your usual story of you're chasing the girl in the village and what? No. And then also to support us. Support the industry. Come and have fun. It's for everyone. I think it's a family thing. Things that we don't talk about, things that people go through. After shooting, I was telling someone, no, it's about an arranged marriage. I'm like, oh, I've been there. So these things happen, but we don't think about talking about them because we imagine the girl has to be running and the boy finds her. Yes.